Hey guys, so today we are going to be starting a new video series. This is going to be a beginner's guide to Dragon Ball Legends. As we are approaching the 7th anniversary, there's a lot of stuff we need to discuss. This is going to be a lot of new players joining the game, and I do have my guinea pig here with me. Toon Rami is going to essentially have his account. It's not a brand new account, but it is a relatively, I don't know, starter account level, so...
basically, I like the game from a distance. I've never known how to play. I just spend money blindly on the game, but I have no clue what I'm doing. So it's about time I learn how to play. Who better than to ask Aresh?
Yeah, so this is not going to be like, oh, we just started the account today. We have at least some resources available to us, but this is going to be a video series where we spend a lot of time, in-depth explanations about certain aspects of the game that I think are worth talking about. So for this first video, right, we're jumping in immediately here. I think the best way to do this is we start off by talking about how to build a team and what you should be looking for when starting an account. So Toon Rami does have some characters available already. But typically what happens when you start an account in this game is you want to be looking for some characters that work well together to be able to build a team with those characters. So I think it's important just to quickly explain what re-rolling is. You really don't want to be re-rolling an account that you've spent time on. What I like to say re-rolling is it's... You want to use the resources the game gives you to when creating a new account to summon for like 2 to 3 characters, and then you just restart until this is done. So you start the game new, you go through all the nonsense of the game makes you go through in the beginning. You have a few resources and you want to spend those to get some characters that work well. And once you've done that, you can at least start the game off with a leg up on other players. Right? Is that a good way of explaining it? Would you add anything to that?
No, I mean, I understood that. Yeah. So I'm following you, Teach.
All right. So right now, as we head into the 7th anniversary, the main team that everybody is running, that everybody hates to fight against, that is the strongest team, is the Daima team. Luckily for us, if we head over to the summon screen, if you go open the menu and go to the bottom, we do have some Daima banners live. There is the Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner, which is up for the next 12 days. And then there is also the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta banner. Both characters are very, very good. And also both characters have other Daima characters on their banners that will be very good to have all together on the same team. If you go over to your team menu, just to show what Daima characters you already have, this is what's going to dictate which characters we need to go for. So if you can filter by Daima, you just go into the character tag.
Character tag.
And then scroll all the way down. It should be on the left on the top. Yeah, you see where it says Daima right there?
Yeah, there it is.
Caps,
okay.
yeah. So yeah, just click OK. And then this will allow us to see all the Daima characters you currently have. So you actually do already have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and you have Majin Buu. Those are the 2 main characters on the Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner. You also have Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, but you do not have Tamagami number 3 or the Majin Buu. So we're going to try and go for those characters, and then also notice how you have just 2 stars on the green Daima Goku. So we'll explain how characters work and all that kind of stuff in a separate video, but just know that this is really what you want to look for when you're building a new team and a new account. When you're re-rolling your account, is you want to have characters that are going to work well with each other. And the Daima team is a really, really good team right now to go for when you're starting a new account. So let's go back over to the summon screen. Good thing Toon has been saving his CC so that we can...
Totally free to play, by the way.
We can use some of the CC here. So I think what we should do, scroll down to the Vegeta banner, because you already have the main characters from the Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner. There's no need for us to go like tons and tons of CC into that banner. So if you go and click on the Z Power list, the button that says Z Power list on the left side of the actual banner image.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
On the top where it says Z Power list, it'll show you all the different characters that are available on this banner. So the main character at the top is Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, which we're going to try and get more copies of if we need to, but we don't. It's not super important because we already have him. The red Super Saiyan Daima Goku is pretty solid still, so it'd be nice to just grab him. Super 17 is actually still pretty decent. The Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta's okay. Sword of Hope Trunks is pretty good. Majin Vegeta at the bottom, that's a transforming base Vegeta into Majin Vegeta. He is not too good, but he could be a good bench character. Again, you guys probably are not understanding what I'm talking about, but we'll jump into discussions of all those concepts and topics later on. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, really good bench character. That's it. Majin Buu, you can see his pull rate there is 1%. 1%. And then Tamagami number 3 is at 0.5%. And that 1200 there means that's how much Z power of the character you actually will get when you pull them on the banner, which the maximum amount of Z power you can have for a character is 9,999, and the star system goes from 1 star to 14 stars. You'll see that for characters, they'll have red stars. What that means is when you have 7 stars on a character, it'll just start overlapping those stars with red stars as you get more on those characters, and that just increases stats and Z ability and all those things, which again we will talk about later. Again, the first thing we want to make sure that we're doing here is just making sure we have an account with a team that has a chance. So we are going to go ahead and start going in on this banner. Now, of course, anniversary is close, so you don't want to be spending all of your CC right away. You want to make sure you're going into the anniversary with a decent amount of CC left over. So luckily, Toon, again, does have some CC we can use here. And over the course of the anniversary, we will be able to get tons and tons of more CC. So I do think it is worth going in here, especially with how powerful Majin Buu is and with how cohesive the Diamond team can be. So we'll go ahead and start jumping in here. And we'll see if we get lucky again. It's all luck. It's no like manipulation of anything. The animations when you summon do typically determine how well the pulls are going to be. Green skies is not what you want to typically see. 3 pods is not typically what you want to see. Yeah, you can just go. Most likely nothing here. So we'll probably not get much here. On these Legends limited banners. Oh, we got a fake out. Let's see. Kefla, yeah, not great.
How perfect would it have been if we just opened with it?
That would actually be bad, because then people would assume that it's so easy to pull characters.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, that's true.
Okay, so you see how that EX Vegeta just gained, like, the bar went across the screen? This is the star system in this game. So you get Z power for summoning for characters. You actually just maxed out this EX Vegeta. This Super Vegeta now has 14 stars. Again, it does show only 7 stars, but the stars being red mean that it is 2 layers of 7 stars up there. So he has 14 stars. Okay, so one thing I just want to quickly show is, notice how you just get you got a one of those coins where it says freebie. You got one of these coins. This is a system that is available only on Legends limited step-up banners. So when it comes to choosing which banners you want to summon on, just know that you get extra value for summoning on these Legends limited banners for getting these coins. And then there's also extra steps. That's why they call it step-ups, that give you different perks for summoning on each step. So we'll go ahead and look at the summon coin rewards later, but you get extra stuff for summoning on these banners. So yeah, we'll keep going here. So we're on now. I think this is going to be step 4 or step 3? I think it's step 3. Step 3 of 5.
No, this is step 2. This is the second. This is our second summon.
Yeah, but you started on step 2, I think.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, so this is step 3. Yeah, because whenever you go through a rotation on these banners, we went. Okay, this is looking pretty solid. When you start a rotation on these banners and go through it once, after the first rotation that you go through, you don't start at step 1. Oh, you got Blue Vegeta and Blue Goku. This is a guaranteed new character. This actually could be Majin Buu right here. This is a very rare animation. I don't remember the last time I had this animation. Okay. This is a very rare animation. Luck, yeah. This is okay. People are gonna hate you in the comments. Get ready for that.
Really? Go for that.
Okay. Not really great. Getting a lot of sparkings. Oh, is this Vegeta? Oh, it's the wrong Vegeta, but I think it'd still be good as a bench character. Here's Majin Buu.
Oh my god, what?
Yep, there he is.
Oh my god. Okay, well, that was easy.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Nice.
Told you this is a beginner account.
Yeah. For people watching this, I don't. Yeah, don't expect to pull characters that easily. It's okay.
Yeah, you can hear the dislikes already.
Yeah. So I think what we should do actually is it probably makes the most sense to finish the rotation. So notice how we're on step 4 of 6. Once you get to step 6, you get a free multi that costs no CC, no chrono crystals. So
I like free.
Yeah, I think at this point it does make sense to just keep going until we finish the rotation. But you have what we came for, so this was a success. Yeah, then this is the polar opposite of what you just got. This is 3 pods of green skies is basically like you're guaranteed nothing unless you get a fake out. It's possible you actually can get something off of this, but it's very rare.
I'll tell you what, man. Being a Dokkan player, these animations never get old for me. Like it's so exciting watching each of these, even the basic ones.
It's funny that you say that because I'm really hoping that new summon animations happen for the anniversary. They have not given us like a new good like quality summon animation in I think it's been 5 years since the second anniversary. Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been crazy long. It's about time that they give us new ones.
Okay, this looks like a giant snooze summon right here.
Yeah, this is nothing. I mean, if you want to skip it, you can on the top right.
Okay, we'll skip it.
Yeah.
You got
Vados. Okay. All right.
So going. This is the one before the freebie. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So the
Give
one
me
after
one more.
this will
Give
be
me one
free.
more Majin Skinny.
Oh
my God.
This is a good. Yeah. Blue skies is what you're looking for. Blue skies. You got blue Goku as well. Blue Goku means you're getting at least 2 sparkings. Is what that means. Blue skies, typical gold text means you're getting a guaranteed sparking. Blue skies almost always means you're getting a Legends Limited character. Not always, but usually that's what it means. So this is looking pretty promising here. Could be another copy of Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Could be any of the other Legends Limited characters on here. Super 17 would be interesting to get. We'll see. That's okay.
17.
Okay. It is Super 17. He's solid, yeah. Nice. Another one.
Oh, we got another fake out.
Oh.
What the hell?
Wow, this is a terrible first this is a terrible first installment in this beginner's guide because people are gonna watch this and be like, oh, it's so easy to pull characters. Like, no, not really. Okay, so yeah, that Super 17, I believe you had him at 3 stars. He just jumped up to 7 from that. Yeah. Okay, I mean, he's not going to be on our main team, but like, it's just good to have more options. And then here's our free multi.
Pretty cool. We should do more summons together, Rush. All right, so here's the freebie.
Yeah, this okay.
Oh,
this
here we go.
Yeah,
back to green skies.
Trash. Probably nothing off of this.
What does it mean when? Well, do you know what all the different animations mean? Like the ones where Goku loses or Goku Frieza kind of tie?
It's usually like combinations of animations. It's usually never like just one thing means something.
Oh, okay, so this one doesn't mean anything explicitly.
You got a fake out. Okay. I mean, usually it's when you get animation this bad, it means you're not getting anything unless you get a fake out. Like you can get the new character off of this, but it would have to be a fake out.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I mean, you got Majin Buu, so it worked out.
Yep.
Okay, so now let me just check. If you go back, I want to just go into the summon coin menu on the top right.
How do you do that?
You know, on the top right.
Exchange shop?
Yeah. So this will bring up the exchange shop. If we are not gonna go back into this banner, which I don't think we will, you know what we could do? We could do the step 2 just to get another coin, and that will give us access to 2 tickets. I think is probably what we should do because it's 500 CC for step 2. If you go back,
whatever you want to do, Coach. I'm down with whatever.
Yeah, I think it's worth doing one more, getting one more coin, and then we'll stop here. Just do this 500 CC. That'll give us an extra summon coin. We'll be at 10, and then we could buy 2 tickets that way.
Ooh, what does that mean?
That just means sparking.
Oh,
yeah. It's probably gonna be nothing, but you never know.
Yeah, nothing else.
Okay, so for most people, I would say if you are going to be summoning... Oh, you got yellow turtles. If you're going to be summoning on a banner that has summon coins on it, it usually probably makes the most sense to save up for the Legends Limited Z power. If we go back to that summon coin shop, there's a bunch of different options in there. So you have 10 summon coins. Each summon ticket costs 5. If you want to buy a bundle of 3, it costs 14. They just want to make it a bit more enticing. But there's Legends Limited Z power in here. That's what I would recommend people buy with their summon coins. If you're going to be accumulating up to 15, it's probably more worth it for more people to buy that than it is to buy the tickets, because the tickets are just a gamble. And then if you scroll up to the top, there is actually pity. It is 50 summon coins for 600 Z power of the new characters. Definitely probably not worth doing that. I think it's more worth just getting the guaranteed Z power at the bottom for characters that are, that you have. Or you can get the summon coins. We're gonna go for the summon tickets. We're gonna go for the summon tickets here. You're gonna buy 2 of those. It is a 5% chance to pull the new character from the summon tickets, the main character. If you go over to the ticket tab on the top, it's easier to do it that way.
I never even knew that was there. Okay.
And then you scroll down, there should be a banner for this guy. Yep, here we go. So here are our 2 tickets we just purchased. There's a 5% chance to pull Vegeta with each of these tickets, so we'll see.
5% is chump change. We got this.
Okay.
This is guaranteed sparking, right?
Yeah. So even if you don't get Vegeta, you can potentially get something else that you can use, whether it's a bench character or something. This is looking not very promising.
You never know.
Yeah, that guy's not. Yeah. All right, we got one more chance. He's pretty high stars, huh?
Yeah, I'm really good at this game, Grish.
Okay, this is also probably nothing. Okay, that's fine.
Skip?
If you want, yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, also not very good. Okay, so we have our Majin Buu. Now, before we're able to put him on the team or use him, we're going to want to train him up. If you go to the menu, go to the training on the top left. This is not going to be something that every player has access to right away, but this is the area where when you pull a new character, or when you obtain a new event exclusive character or something like that, you need to get them to level 5,000. That is the current max level. You technically can use them before level 5,000, but it makes a huge difference if the character is max level, and there's really no reason to use them outside of being max level. You guys might not have access to the gold bells or the silver bell training items. These are the best training items in the game. If you scroll down, there's other training items that you probably will have access to. We have the fish items here, which you can get every day. We have other things like the pizza items, and then below the pizza items, it starts getting a little bit lower, like the gravity chambers. A lot of these items are just like outdated at this point, like the weights and all the milk items. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and use the gold bells here because they typically give those out in abundance, and there's no reason to hoard those or anything. So yeah, it looks like all your characters are level 1, so I can tell that you've spent a lot of time using these guys.
Totally.
So we're gonna go ahead and click Majin Buu. We're gonna train him up. You can see that it tells you the level that it's gonna get him to, from level 1 to 3016. So it's gonna take a few training sessions to get him all the way max level. So we're gonna click begin training at the bottom. Click yeah.
There's no training mode where you can just automatically max them out.
I mean, so you see how there's a haste button right there?
Yeah.
So there's a resource called rocket boosters, which you can use to do this. I mean, it's probably fine to do it. Otherwise, it would take 3 minutes of waiting for the training to go through. I mean, you could just boost him. You just click yes. It's fine.
Okay.
Those items are not that tough to get. You don't really need to hoard them. You can just tap the screen to pass this, yeah. And then we can just do this again. And that is... I think you gotta do it one more time after this, yeah. So do that again. There are certain campaign... Like, during the anniversary, if you guys are playing during the anniversary, there's probably going to be, like, a double experience campaign, so you only have to do this twice, most likely. You have to do this 3 times. There's going to be more ways to get experience there. So, yeah. Here's going to be maxed out Majin Buu. You're going to want to also train your other characters as well, but you can do that off screen.
You want to do that now?
If you want, yeah. I mean, it just doesn't take that long.
Actually, wait. Yeah, we can put them in and then have them do their thing while we're doing other stuff.
Okay, hold on. You see where it says Soul Boost? So I will just preface the section by saying they are removing this system next week. So we're recording this video on May 9th. This system will no longer be in the game on May 14th. So if this video goes up after May 14th, just know that this is no longer in the game. But
maybe we should have talked about that.
Yeah. If you click on Soul Boost, this system is just very tedious and pointless. That like this is just a relic of the original game. So there's actually 7 of these soul boards at the top of the screen. You see there's like 7 different sections.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I think
that's crazy.
I think the original intent of this system was for you not to really have all of the soul boosting maxed out for every character. It was for you to like choose how you want the character to be built, but it eventually just became a thing where everybody just maxed every character out because they made souls really easy to get. So on the bottom right, there's an unlock all button, and that will just fill everything in instantly, but it'll use souls. So these are some of the resources that you can acquire from just playing the game. Usually when you're just soul boosting characters, it doesn't really take a ton of resources. So if you just click soul boost, it'll fill everything in for you. This is definitely a requirement before you start using a character. Look how much stats we got from this. That is, yeah, that's usually what you want to do for these characters. So click, just tap on the screen. There's also missions associated with the soul boost. This is really, really important for people who are watching this before the update. They are removing the soul boost system. Those missions, I would just open the mission tab if you know what that is. They are removing these missions next week, which give you CC. So for my homework for Toon here is going to be soul boost as many characters as possible before the May 14th update to get as many of those missions done as possible, because those are going away. They're removing those missions. So that's what I'm going to tell you. I saw that
it said use CC to replace insufficient funds. Is it worth doing that? No, even if you're going to be getting CC back?
No, you never want to. You never want to do that. You never want to do that.
You never want to. Okay.
Yeah. This is skipping a few sections, but if you go to the event menu here, if you click on event on the upgrade tab, should be the upgrade tab. Yep. If you scroll down, there are soul events. Over the weekend, they have double soul drops. It's for the Legends Weekend event. So what I would recommend, if you don't have enough souls to soul boost your characters, just do a few runs through the corresponding colors of the souls that you need, and it's worth doing that just for to complete the missions.
Okay.
So we are cutting.
So it's better to do this on the weekends.
Yes. Always do these on the weekends, and then the same thing goes for the Zenny mission. There's a Zenny stage up, the gold Zenny.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah, that's also I run this religiously every weekend. It is probably the most important event in the game, literally. I'm going to talk about these events in more detail in a different video, but I just think it's important to mention this because we're talking about soul boosting right now. Okay. But yeah, you want to make sure you do this weekend because the missions go away in like 5 days. So just get as much CC as you can from those.
Got it. Okay.
All right. So now we have leveled up our character. We have soul boosted our character. So now if we go over to the team screen, we can start building our team here. So we're going to want to build a new team. You can just click on party formation. And if you just in the party above, I would just double click each of your characters to just remove them. Yeah, you can't remove all of them. You can only remove all except for one of them. So just click on UI Goku once, and then click on Majin Buu, and it'll replace him. Okay, so we're gonna start building our Daima team. So put up Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Put up Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. And so notice how. Okay, well, hold on. Notice how. I guess I should explain how a team works first. So notice how the slot on the top left says leader. It says leader there. The way that team building works in this game is you have 6 slots for characters. If you inspect, just go into Super Saiyan 4 Goku real quick. If you long click on him, and then you click on the bottom where it says show details, and then you want to go to the right where it says ability. When you are team building, one of the most important things you want to look for is the Z ability of each character. So you see where it says Z ability.
Yeah, right here, Z ability 2.
Yeah, so click on that, and then this will tell you what the character is bringing to the table for the team. So this character is giving 26% to tag Daima, Sun Family, or Saiyan strike attack and defense. So what does that mean? So that means all characters who have the tags Daima, Sun Family, or Saiyans on the team are getting 26% strike attack and defense. So what does that mean? If you go on the left on the top where it says status, and you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it'll show you the tags of the character. So character tag. This character is on Saiyan, Sun Family, Super Saiyan 4, and Daima. So obviously he's giving the buffs to himself. And if you scroll up a little bit, this character's still level 1, so I mean these stats aren't really impressive, but these are the different stats that exist in the game. We have health, strike attack, blast attack, strike defense, blast defense, critical, key restore speed, and equipment slots is not really a stat. Every character is going to have 3 equipment slots. Actually, the way it's dictated is by soul boosting. If you don't soul boost a character, they're only going to have 1 equipment slot, but I assume that because they're getting rid of the system, we actually don't know how that's going to work yet. But they mentioned that they are going to be getting rid of the soul boosting system, so I assume every single character is going to start with 3 slots. But those are the stats in the game. So if we go back to the team screen, if you just click on the bottom where it says the X, yeah, just back out. Every single one of these characters is on one of the tags that the Super Saiyan 4 Goku is buffing with the Z ability, so all of those characters will be getting the buffs from those Z abilities, from that Z ability. The one exception, yeah, go ahead.
Each of them are essentially like a leader skill to an extent.
Yes, yeah. If you're thinking about this from the terms of Dokkan, if you guys have played Dokkan, it's basically like every character has a leader skill that affects the team, yeah.
Oh, that's so weird. Okay.
Yeah, so the one exception is where it says leader slot. See where Majin Buu is, where it says the orange bubble, where it says leader slot? Mm-hmm. That is like a wild card slot. If you do not have the tags that Super Saiyan 4 Goku is buffing with the Z ability, you will still receive the Z ability in the leader slot. So you really have a flex, like you could, if you unfilter by so you're filtering by Daima right now. If you just click reset at the top right and you click OK, if you put like the yellow metal cooler in the top left, replace Majin Buu with metal cooler will be getting the Z ability from every single one of the characters on the team because he's in the leader slot. And he will be giving his Z ability to the entire team from being in the leader slot.
What is his?
His is Lineage of Evil, Regen, or Movies. So yeah, none of the other characters on this team have any of those tags, which means they normally wouldn't be getting the benefit from the Z ability, but because he's in the leader slot, he will be giving those benefits. Now the catch is, in order for that to be activated, you have to actually use this character in the fight. If you don't use the character in the fight, that wild card effect won't be active.
Okay.
So
that's interesting.
Yeah, so you do have flexibility with that leader slot. With the Daima team, the way that they've structured and designed the Daima characters, if you go into Majin Buu's abilities, and I'm not going to really go into too much detail or talking about the abilities of the characters because they're going to be different depending on which character you're using. If you just click on that newly created Majin on the bottom, the unique ability, there are certain effects that are specific to Daima allies. Things like that are not going to affect characters in the leader slot. So you see where it says 20% of damage inflicted by allied tag Daima on the bottom? Mm-hmm. So obviously Metal Cooler would not have the Daima tag. So even though he's in the leader slot, he still wouldn't be getting that buff.
Okay.
And then there's also other abilities if you scroll down more that Majin Buu has. Yeah, so the following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. If there is a tag Daima other than this character as a battle member in the party. So he gets certain buffs for being ran with Daima. There's characters that require you have a full team of a certain tag. Those kinds of abilities do not, the leader slot does not bypass those types of abilities. So that's just something to keep in mind.
So much here. Oh my god.
Yeah, so this is actually something that they just changed as well. So just keep a mental note of all these abilities here. This is one unique ability, and if you scroll down, there's a second one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so there's a lot here, obviously, right?
This is overwhelming, honestly.
Yeah. So, okay, this is something they just changed starting this month, or starting last month in April. If you X out of this, just to show this, scroll, go back. And then just for now, click confirm on the bottom just to save the team. If you go back to the summon screen, and then you go to the Z Power list of this Kid Goku banner, and then go click Z Power, and then long hold on Kid Goku. And then if you open up his details, and then look at his unique abilities, you'll notice a big difference. Scroll down a little bit.
Unique ability. Oh wow, that's so much nicer.
Yeah. So yeah, and then do the one below this. It's much more organized. I mean, it's still a lot, but it's easier to understand this.
Yeah.
So this is basically the same thing that Dokkan did with their bullet point formats. It's basically the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously still a lot here. But
yeah, there's a lot to keep track of.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the team screen. There's gonna be some more, I think, summoning we're gonna have to do. But what I would do here is, if you go into the party formation, I would just move Majin Buu back up into the leader slot. Just double click on Cooler to get him out of there. So, okay, so the point of me explaining how that works is we have Majin Buu in the leader slot. We have Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, what I like to call the core of the team. When you're going into standard PvP, you only can use 3 characters at once in a fight. So you're, typically what I like to do is structure my team so where the top 3 characters are who I'm bringing into the fight, and the bottom 3 characters are just providing the stat buffs with their Z abilities. And that's what I like to call the bench of the team. The reason why this is important is because Majin Buu is in the leader slot, we can kind of view this as almost like a Saiyan team, right? If we have Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta here on the team as the core of the team, you can really just put a Saiyan bench character as the last character on this team, and you'll be able to just essentially make a Saiyan team that is also a Daima team. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay.
Kind of.
So if you go into your filter, and you go into your character tag section, and you click on the top right where it says Saiyan. The only reason why I'm doing this is because it's much more likely that a very early player is going to have access to like decent Saiyan characters. I assume you don't have any Zenkais, which is fine. That's not something we're going to talk about in this video. But for example, if you scroll up, really it doesn't matter who you pick. If you actually, I do want to just check the Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta that you have on the left. I just want to check his Z ability. I think he should buff Saiyans, but let me just double check if you go on the Z ability there. Actually, no, he doesn't. Never mind. Okay, we get out of here. Go back to the character list. I would think that, like, Namek Goku, probably on the right, would have his Saiyan Z ability. Yeah. Saiyan. Yeah, 26% Saiyan.
Strike attack and defense.
Okay, that's good. So we could put him as the 6th character here, and you notice how when you clicked on you added him to the team, it highlighted some characters. That will tell you which characters are receiving the Z ability from him.
Okay.
So we have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta all getting the Z abilities from Majin Buu, Mini Daima Goku, and Namek Goku. If you go back to the summon screen, actually, there is one more thing I do think we should do. If you scroll down, keep going down, keep going. Yeah, this banner, that banner, the mini Goku, yeah, this banner. I actually think it probably is worth to summon on this, and the reason why is because this character, not only is he really good, but he is going to be the best bench character in the game to buff Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. And the reason why is because of the Zenkai system. I don't know if I want to go into a ton of detail here about the Zenkai system, but essentially what the Zenkai system is it takes older characters and it sort of gives them tons of buffs. But the most important thing about a Zenkai character is they get something that's called a Zenkai ability. So if you go into the Z power list of this Goku, and then just long hold on the Goku, if you click on show details and you click on display max stats in the bottom left, it'll show him with his Zenkai buff.
Do I say yes to this?
Yes, click yes. Okay, so now if you go to the ability on the right, you notice how the top is gold now. There's something called a Zenkai ability. Look at this. Look how stupid this is. Increases the following stats of characters that are both green and Daima during battle. So if you have Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, who's a green Daima character, From this Goku on the bench, he's going to be getting 40% strike, 35% blast, and then 40% strike defense, 35% blast defense, just from this Goku being on the bench. Now, that is with the full Zenkai buff, so there's different stages to Zenkaiing a character, but the first step to having a character Zenkai awakened is they need to be 7 stars. I don't like that aspect of the system, and I think most people would agree it's very stupid, but a character needs to be 7 stars in order for them to be able to get a Zenkai. Not every character has a Zenkai available. It is only specific characters that they've given Zenkai Awakenings to. But if a character has an available Zenkai Awakening, then you have to first bring them to 7 stars, which usually you do through summoning, in order for them to unlock their ability to be Zenkai Awakened. So because of how strong this ability is, and because of this Goku himself is actually pretty good, I think it probably is worth it for us to be summoning on this. And also this is a special type of banner, which gives him extra pull rate too. So I think we should do a few summons on this, actually.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So we can jump in here. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. See if we get lucky on this.
2 sparkings guaranteed. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, this guy has a 50%. You have a 50% chance of pulling this guy, I believe, is what it is at the end. Oh wow, yeah. This this Bardock animation means you pull a new character, so this is a guaranteed.
Yeah, this one and Trunks are like the rarest animations, right?
Yep.
What is this video?
Okay. This is looking good. Oh, you got an LF too. Wow. Okay. This is actually a character that Super Saiyan 4 Goku does have a Zenkai. He's a really good bench character.
That wasn't even what the animation was for,
right?
Yeah,
that wasn't. Yeah. I think at the end you're gonna get him. Yeah. There he is.
Yeah.
Another one?
Let's go.
Wow. Yeah, we're doing pretty well on this one. Okay, so there he is. That's actually all we needed to do on this banner, because now he's 7 stars. We can probably go through the Zenkai process in a separate video, because it's gonna take a little bit, but again, the first step, see where it says privileges for Zenkai Awakening? Collect 1,000 Awakening Z power to awaken and expand the boost board. Then you can receive new abilities and make your characters even stronger. So the boost board is part of the soul boosting system, which again, it is going to be removed. So this is kind of already outdated by the time you're watching this, most likely. But yeah, know that we now have the ability, because he's 7 stars, to Zenkai Awaken him, which is going to strengthen the team a lot. Okay, so I would back out of here. I'm actually thinking maybe we actually should do more summons on the Vegeta banner, and the reason why is because there are other characters that we could get that would help you a lot. Like if you scroll up, I'm just thinking, because that Namek Goku is kind of a weak 6th character. If you go back into the character list here, there's 2 characters that are really, really good on here. That Daima Goku, the red one, he's good. And then there's also, even more so than him, Tamagami number 3 is really good. So I think it might be worth potentially going back in here. If you want to do one more rotation, we can. We don't have to. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Let's do it. Okay. I mean, I've been saving these free-to-play CC for a while now. I got to use them at some point.
Yeah. You worked very hard for this. CC,
I am a very responsible free-to-play Legends player. Come on now.
All right, we'll see if we get lucky. I wouldn't really count on pulling that red Goku, because he's such a low pull rate. But Tamagami number 3, I think, is a decent chance we can get one of him. He's really good.
Just pull more Majin Buu.
That's also good. More Majin Buus, more Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas, Tamagami number 3, Daima Goku. The reason why this is such a good banner is because there's so many characters you can pull that will go on your team immediately. Whenever you have a banner like this that has so many characters that work well together, it's worth summoning, just because of how easy it is to build a team off of it.
Dang. You want me to skip these just to kind of go through these faster?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
It depends what the animation is. If the animation is like bad, we can just skip right away.
Okay, just let me know.
Yeah. Oh, this is space is pretty good typically. We'll see.
Is that a guaranteed sparking? Space?
Space? Nah, space is just oh
my god. What?
All right, so this is either Majin Buu or Vegeta. It's a new character guaranteed.
Oh my god. The last time I had this kind of luck was Ultra Gogeta, dude.
Which one? There's like 50 Ultra Gogeta.
It was the first one.
Ah,
The first
Super
Ultra
Gogeta? Okay.
Yeah. This is crazy.
Another copy of Majin Buu would be huge right here. Oh.
Let's go. You timed that way too perfectly.
Yeah, this is not pre-recorded. That's good. Another one?
Give me a Vegeta as well.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, he's good.
Anyway, we're trying to go after that Diamond Goku, so let's focus here. Come on, guys. Give me my proper summon rates.
That
okay,
Majin,
we can skip.
Yeah, you can skip this. That Majin Buu is probably the most beginner-friendly character in the game. You can win matches from just getting hit.
What?
He's really, really stupid. Yeah, he has paralysis, which is probably the most unfair mechanic in the entire game.
Have they ever released a mechanic that is so cheap day one that they unanimously just like decide to dial back how good they are?
They've never nerfed a character in this game, no.
From what you've been saying about this Majin Buu, it feels like this guy should have had one of those like day one nerfs.
You can skip this, by the way. It's small text.
Okay.
Unless it's a fake out, doesn't mean anything.
Skip it.
Yeah, this he's really dumb. We could do one more.
Okay.
Man, getting Tamagami 3 would be so huge here. But
Oh, that's a legendary Gresh special.
one pod, green skies.
Yeah, one pod. This little running gag has permeated in the Dokkan community. I've heard about this a lot.
Yeah, I don't really have the best luck in summoning on this. How many coins do you have? Can you check after this?
Okay, I'll check after this one.
Yeah. Damn, this is not looking good. You can skip this if you
After the
want.
2 Bardoks, I don't know if I can really complain.
Yeah. If you want to skip, you can. It's not going to be anything unless it's a fake out.
Yeah. Are hero characters even relevant in this game anymore?
No, there's no hero
or even
characters
extremes
relevant.
for that matter?
Nope, not really.
I've got
5.
Actually,
Okay.
how do you check how many?
5.
Oh, I
it
only have
says,
5.
Yeah. So after this, we could buy another ticket if we want.
Up to you, coach. Ooh, 5 pods.
Yeah, but green skies is like the kiss of death usually. I think what we'll do after this is I'll briefly explain equipment, and then that'll probably be good for. Oh, another one!
Oh, wait. We should have seen that one through. Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we'll finish out this
yeah.
rotation. We'll do 2 more just because you're gonna get a free one, and then I think we'll be good. Come on, Tamagami 3.
No Goku,
you want
then.
Tamagami 3? You want Tamagami 3?
Okay. Tamagami
Oh.
3. Give me God tier rates.
I mean, this was a success though. So now what you could do
Absolutely.
is there's an item called Z Power in this game. It's actually called multi Z Power. So when you're summoning on the banners, when you're pulling a character, you're not pulling the character, you're pulling the Z Power of that character. So what multi Z Power is it's an item that lets you increase the amount of Z Power a character has. You can actually star characters up without even summoning by using multi Z Power. So, because Majin Buu is not a Legends Limited character, he's just a normal Sparking, there are ways to be able to get him more stars without summoning, and that is just by accumulating multi-Z power through different events, like raids and different events that they have. So, you don't...
Could you stockpile
Yeah.
Z power from like other things and then save it for like a future unit?
Yes, you can. Yep.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yep. The only thing with multi-Z power is you can't multi-Z power a character you don't own. So you're gonna have to actually pull them
Right.
once first, and then you can use them. Yeah. So we'll just. I don't think we're gonna go back in on this banner. So I think we'll just go ahead and pick up a summon ticket. We'll try with this, and I think that'll be good for now. We have the Diamond Goku at 7 stars. We have Ku at a decent star level. You have Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. You have Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I think we're probably good to start with this account here.
Okay. Yeah, now the account is good, thankfully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Probably nothing, but.
Think red. Think red.
Nah.
Oh my god.
He's actually a really good bench. If LOE ever becomes good. Lineage Beetle ever becomes good. All right, so go back to your team screen. And I think we'll go through the Zenkai system in the third video, just because that's what I have listed out here. But for now, the thing I want to do to probably end this video with, so off screen, I think what we'll do is we'll train up our characters, we'll soul boost our characters, and get the team actually ready here. But if you click on Ku, just one click, yeah, you'll notice that there's no, go back. You'll notice that there's 3 slots on him on the like sort of middle part of the screen. If you click on if you click on one of those slots, these are the equipment slots of the character. So there's an equipment system in this game that certainly has a lot of issues, but equipment is a very big part of the game. And right away, we see a pretty big problem with the system. The fact that Majin Buu, if you actually go into Majin Buu's details, one of the weaknesses of this character, if we go into the details and scroll all the way down, we know, remember how I explained what tags were earlier. Majin Buu only has one tag, the Daima tag. The way that equipment works in this game is they usually include restrictions on the equipment based on the tags of the characters. So if we go back to the character screen, the team screen, and let's just click on Goku instead, and you click on that first slot there, you'll notice that Goku has a lot more equipment options. We're definitely gonna have to work on equipment here, but Goku has way more equipment options than Majin Buu does, and the reason why is if you just click on like the stat second equip. If you long click on it, it'll give us the details. Scroll all the way down, and it'll tell you the equipment conditions. So the equipment conditions for this one, sometimes it'll be specific characters like Goku, and if you back out of this one, let me just see what you got here. The bottom right one, I guess. I think that's no, not that one. The one on, yeah, that one. Scroll down. So this one, you'll notice the tag requirement for this one is Sun Family or Super Warrior. So a lot of times equipment will require you to be either a certain character, maybe it'll be a certain element, whether you're blue, purple, red, whatever, or a certain tag like Sun Family or Saiyan or whatever. So because Majin Buu has such little tags, he only has Daima, and there's really not a ton of equips specifically for Daima right now. It might be a little bit tough to get equipment ready for him. That could be an issue, but equipment definitely do have a lot of powerful effects on them. If you click on the green Daima Goku and check his options, let me just see if there's anything. Yeah, okay, so okay, I mean, but this is usually how like a new account would look with equipment. Yeah, you really don't have a ton of stuff here, so we're gonna probably have to dedicate a video towards you getting equips. Actually, probably gonna add that to the list of videos we're gonna have to do, is just a dedicated equipment video. But that is a very important aspect to team building in this game. You want to make sure your characters have decent equipment on them, especially the core of your team. So the top 3 characters you're going to be using mostly. You want to make sure they have equipment that are benefiting what they want to do. So if you have a strike character, if you go back into the Super Saiyan 4 Goku for a second and show his details, it'll actually tell you what type of character they are. So you know what? You see where it says melee type? There's 4 types of characters in the game. There's melee, ranged, defense, and support. For melee characters, and this will be reflected by the stats. Actually, if you just go back down on the bottom and click display max stats real quick, it'll show you what the max stats are for the character. Notice how this Goku has significantly more strike attack than blast attack. That is very typical for a melee type character. And so when you're going to put equipment on this character, you probably want to prioritize equipment that is giving strike attack. Not really so much equipment that is giving blast attack. You want to make sure you're focusing on strike because that's playing to the character's strengths. And so you kind of want to look at that to guide you in terms of what equips are going to work well with this character. But
how do you know like which equips are best for each character? Is there a way to see?
I mean, yeah, so there is, I believe, like an equipment recommendation button on here, but as you get more familiar with the game and you know what stats mean and how they interact with the characters, you'll figure it out on your own. So for this guy, it's mostly just going to be like strike equips that also have defense on them. There's a lot of really good Daima equips, but I'll talk about those in a different video because there's certain ways to get those.
So it's more important to prioritize attack than defense, because defense is universal, right? Like no matter what character, you want to be building their defense, right?
Yeah, so typically with I guess balanced character, I would call this Super Saiyan 4 Goku a balanced character because he's pretty good offensively and defensively. You can use equips that have a balance of both, because it's not like an equipment is only going to have strike attack and only going to have like stat A or stat B. Typically equips have a mix of stats. So what we can do actually is, if you want to just quickly show this on the screen, if you go back and then just click confirm real quick, and then there should be an equipment button we can go to. On the bottom right it says equip. On the top there's actually an archive that has all the equips in the game that we can look through. There's a lot of equips in the game. There's a lot.
Oh my god.
But if you go
over 700,
yeah, if you go to the top, all the way to the top, there's one example we can look at. That's pretty good. So you see that one in the middle row, it's 5 rows. No, so the middle column, 5 rows down. It's the Goku smiling one. Yep. So this one is actually one that came out specifically for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. If you scroll down, the conditions are Sun Family. So every Sun Family character, Goku, Gohan, and Goten can use this. However, if we scroll all the way back up just to take a look at what the effects are in each slot here. Special move damage, 12% slot 1. Slot 2, we have 10% health, which is a really big stat. Health on equipment is really strong. Slot 3, we have 20% base strike defense, and then 15% strike attack if the character is tagged Daima, which of course Super Saiyan 4 Goku is. So an equip like this would be really good for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. It's giving him blue special move damage, aka blue card damage, HP, strike defense, and then some strike attack. So it's kind of a balanced equip. I think this is a really good equip for him. So something like this would be really good for him. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I gotcha.
Okay.
I was mainly just looking at everything else and just reading it.
Yeah. So one thing I guess I can also mention is even though there are certain equip conditions, so like, okay, you have to be a Sun Family character to equip this piece of equipment. Even though that might be the case, sometimes in the slots themselves, like this one, there are extra conditions to get like extra stats. So even though you might be like a Cell Saga Goku and you can equip this equip, you might not be a Daima character, obviously, so you wouldn't be able to get that strike attack buff from slot 3.
Right.
So there's many conditions in the slots sometimes. So that is a very quick overview. Yeah, this is a very quick overview of equips. I'm going to probably dedicate an entire video talking about equipment because it is a very big topic in this game. And I think there's a lot of misconceptions with equipment. I think people think too much of, oh my god, I have to get the best rolls on this equip. It's really not, I think, as important actually as people think they are. But again, we can talk about that in a separate video.
Okay.
Sounds good. I think we're probably good to stop here. The point of this first video was kind of just to talk about the basics of building a team and starting a new account. So I think right now this is looking like a pretty good starting point for an account. If we wanted to go back and do even more summons, I think we could, but at least right now we have a good base for an account. We're going to need to soul boost our characters. We're going to need to train our characters. And then I think we're definitely going to want to do some equipment farming just to at least have some basic equips on these guys to make sure that we're not going to get crushed. So if there's any questions you have, I can answer. But other than that, I think we're good for this first video.
I have a billion questions, but I'm afraid if I ask them, they're going to be very stupid. So I'm
That's
just gonna,
fine. I mean,
I'm going to keep quiet for now.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm assuming we're gonna learn all these as we go along because I've got a million questions. Like, these percentages, like how much of this, or like, are these numbers good? What is considered bad? Like, I have very specific, weird questions. I'm a little overwhelmed right now.
Okay, yeah. We can probably address most of this as we go through the other topics. The next video is going to be about the actual basics of the game. There is basics of combat. There's a Trunks training mission or event that we can do, and that will probably give us a good overview of how the game actually works. And I can give supplementary comments on that as we go through it. So that'll be the focus point of the second video here.
Got it, coach.
Yep. All right. I think we're going to cut it there. If you guys have any questions in the comments, let me know. And this is planned to be a pretty long series to come, so buckle in. It's going to be an adventure.
One question: do you think by the end of this I'd have a chance against you?
No.